Ladies and gentlemen, Manchester United Football Club is dead. It's official. Man United is dead. The club is dead. Like when you say dead, it's dead. Something happened on Wednesday night, and it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. I spent 30 minutes watching Tottenham Hotspur fans and players in general celebrating on the pitch. And I was there and I switched between staring into the distance, staring into the void, and laughing. It's so cruel, actually, how I never imagined that this is the point I'd come to, or anyone really would come to as a Manchester United fan. Like, Man United, we've had dark days. We've had dark days. Getting spanked by Man City. I remember Chelsea 4-0, 16-17 at Stamford Bridge. Everyone remembers 7-0 at Anfield, you know. And speaking of dead clubs, we'll get to our Banter brothers, AC Milan. Unfortunately, it's another fucking club I support. We'll get to our Banter brothers soon enough, but we're talking about Manchester United today. Man United is dead. Football club is dead. It's gone. It's gone. Really, something happened on Wednesday. Like it died. Like the football club died. And you have to understand, as a Man United fan, it's never been so over. It's never been so over. If you think we're just gonna come back, think we're just gonna come back from the dead. Like if you think we're just gonna come back so easily, you have no idea. It's crazy. Because I've come from a point where you could say 7, 8 years ago, I could literally cry for this club. I'll cry. I'll be like, oh my god, we just lost. We just lost this important final. You could even say back in 2021 when we lost the Europa League final against Villarreal. I was there. I was like for like 10, 15 minutes. I just bowed my head. I covered my eyes. I was so good. But now it's like mine have killed the football in me. Like anytime I watch football now, I enjoy it. I still enjoy football. I still enjoy football. I still watch football. I still enjoy football. I still love the game. But there's something inside my chest, and it's no longer there. The enjoyment, like I still enjoy it, but there's something that's gone. There's a part of me that doesn't love football as much anymore, and that's because I get to watch other teams play and perform well, but my team,
Man's just, man's tired. I'm a big man. I'm trying to.
my team is allergic. My team is allergic to good performances. For being proud about the badge, for being proud to be playing for this great football club. Like, please, let's go through the season. Let's go through the final. Let's go through these players. Let's go through Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim. Listen, man. Listen, I don't really say anything about managers usually. I just look at them, I just see them, and it's not, it's not through what they've said at press conferences. To be honest with you, I ignore most of that. I don't pay attention to like, I hear them, this guy say, it's not about that. What is happening on the pitch? What are the tactics? Because one thing that as a football fan, you have to fundamentally understand that whatever the coach is telling the players to do, the setup, the formation, the rules, everything that's happening on the football pitch, it's set design by the manager. Whatever is happening is because of the coaches, because of the manager. Decisions, subs, tactics, even down to the movements and the actions of players. These guys have been told to do certain things on a football pitch. So when you see players doing certain things and certain things are happening and certain actions, you see certain actions happen and you see them repeating. Actually, you see a repetitive pattern. You see certain things happening. You think to yourself, what is this manager even telling these guys to do? Look at Man United. Like, look at Man United. Like, what did we actually do in that final? Harry Maguire was all right. Lenny Yoro was all right. But how come it was our centre backs, our defenders that were taking charge? How come it was our centre backs that were taking charge of the football game? I mean, Rasmus Højlund is Rasmus Højlund. The guy, we're not talking about Rasmus Højlund. You know, why are our attackers not taking the initiative in this game? You see the setup. The setup is not even going to support them. But at the same time, it's like they're not really taking the initiative. You see our boy Bruno Fernandez. Me, I don't like talking about Bruno Fernandez because I've already told everyone, every single Man United fan that cares to hear me out, I've already told them my thoughts about Bruno Fernandez. You're gonna get one of two things, and unfortunately, we got the other side of him because Bruno Fernandez, the guy is supposed to be a club legend. The guy is supposed to be this Superman of some sort, but he's not really showing that. And the first side of him is you're gonna get the Bruno that is excellent, like the ball striking, the chance creations. You're gonna get that all round kind of attacking midfield player that he's supposed to be. But on the other hand, the petulant, childish. Every single thing, every single time he just throws his toys out the pram. Oh my god, no, 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 it's not going my way. When it doesn't go his way, he starts treating the ball like it's a grenade, starts booting the ball off the pitch. Like, that's the Bruno that you're gonna get. And unfortunately, that is the Bruno, the latter side. That's the Bruno we got for the Europa League final, for a big, big Europa League final, a game that was going to define probably the next few seasons actually. Because my United, you see, I put a lot of blame on match going fans in the UK because you lot in Manchester, you're gonna go to the stadium on Sunday against Aston Villa. You guys are gonna go there. Those guys are gonna go there now. And why are you going? Look at Arsenal during their banter era. Like, bro, the stadium was half empty. Why can't we do that? Like, why you guys keep going and they keep treating you like trash. They don't respect the badge, they don't respect the club, and ultimately with these owners and with these players and with the coaching and everything that's going on, they don't respect us. Can't you see that? So why do these guys keep going? Why do we keep watching? Me personally, I can I can cut off one finger from my from the five here. I can cut off one finger, and it'll still be enough to count the number of My United games I have actually watched since the Manchester Derby in, was it December, where Ahmad scored the winner. I promise you. Because maybe with exception to the Leon tie, because the Leon tie, I was actually looking forward to actually doing something in this Europa League campaign. So what are we doing out here? You watch that final and it's like it's torture. It's torture. Like you watch Man United, and this is why I don't watch Man United anymore. Because the more and more I watch this team, the more I forget that football is much more exciting than this. That I can actually wait. I can actually turn off this TV and I can wait for the Champions League final next week, where I don't really have to put my heart in it. I can just enjoy it. So I was like, okay, Inter Milan are rivals, who I'm very happy that they lost. That's the Serie A title to Napoli. To Napoli and my boy Scott McSauce. You know, and then you look at when Man United is dead, man. You have to understand that this is not there's no easy fix for this. Man United fans have to understand something. There's no easy fix for this. This season is not just gonna disappear. You're gonna have to this season. You have to remember this season. You have to look at this season and be like, yeah, like it's gonna be a long. It's gonna be a long road. Like it's not gonna be next season. Like next 2 seasons. These things don't just magically. It doesn't just magically become perfect. There have to be signs. There has to be potential. And honestly, there is no potential to work with. You look at Liverpool. When Liverpool started becoming good, it's because there was potential. Liverpool were bad, but they weren't embarrassing. They used to finish between 10th, ninth, 8th, 7th. Klopp came in 15, 16. You know, the next season was 16, 17. They worked on. We worked. He worked with what he had. He worked his way up to like around Champions League qualification. They go into the Champions League, still working with what they had. Go into the Champions League again in the Premier League. Got to the final, lost because of a certain goalkeeper who we don't talk about. It's a sign of like steady progression. You see that the manager says, "Oh, sign this player, sign that player." You bring those players in, you combine them with the ones that you have, you coach them, you make them better, you create a system, you give roles that you feel like you are able to get the best out of those players, and then you start to actually see the steady success. One thing I always like to quote, like I like to reference Graham Potter at Brighton. When he was coaching Brighton, Brighton were finishing like 16th, 15th. But the reason why people always put their hat on Brighton and Graham Potter and people like watching them is because the football was great, but they weren't just finishing a lot of those chances. They weren't scoring a lot of goals. Their problem was actually like mostly goals back then. And then eventually, things started improving. They started scoring those goals. They started to actually make those chances count. The football and the results were starting to match up. And then they started getting higher and higher and higher. And now Brighton are actually an established top half team. With Man United, like, where is the progress? Where is anything? So, Man United fans, man, turn, like Kendrick said, man, turn this TV off. Turn that TV off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Stop watching. Stop watching my United games. Stop watching my United games. Stop buying stuff. Like, just stop, man. Stop watching games. Stop talking about, like, people are talking about Man United. I know that Man United is a hot topic. Man United are often a hot topic. It's easy. It's easy for people to get clicks of talking about Man United, but stop engaging. Stop engaging unless you're like you want to be a content creator. This is just, I'm only going to talk about My United because of this is content for me. You feel me? Stop talking about My United. Stop watching My United. Stop everything. And then those UK fans, you know, they don't deserve us. This ownership, Ineos, the Glazers, these players, man. You see what Garnacho is doing, coming out making interviews like, man, shut up, man. What's wrong with you? Like, bro, what? You see guys like Luke Shaw coming, like, Luke Shaw, you. If I say what I want to say about you, if I say it. Anyways, guys, like, share, subscribe. Trying to get this whole YouTube thing off the ground. Trying to get this whole YouTube thing off the ground. Trying to do my thing. Trying to, like, you know, trying to, like, this isn't actually my first video, but I've had a couple of videos, took them down, that kind of thing. Like, share, subscribe. You guys should watch these videos. I'm not going to be strictly only talking about my United. I'm going to be talking about other things. When we talk about other things, we're going to talk about sports. We're going to talk about stuff. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. But yeah, man. Once again, like, share, subscribe. It's been your boy.
Turn this TV off. Turn this